Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Elizabeth, the Education Coordinator for Marlene's Market and Deli. This afternoon's a guest speaker is always a staple here in our online education, and we are always so grateful for her. Hansie Wong, MD and health coach, and has many other certifications in health and wellness. And we are very grateful for you today, speaking on the topic of breath, body, and balance. Thank you, Hansie.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, so my name is Hansie, and I'm going to take you through a series of movements today to really feel how the breath, body, and balance kind of work together. The balance between the breath and the body, and balance in terms of physical balance as well, and emotional and spiritual, and how we balance life with these movements. So it's going to be a hands-on thing, a movement thing. You are welcome to participate. It's a lot more enjoyable if you're participating and kind of boring if you're just watching. So these are simple like Qigong movements, and Qigong in the direct translation is just breath exercises. Energy exercises. And so that's what we'll be doing today, and kind of going through a series and then putting it together of 8 movements. So if you're ready, we'll get started, and we'll just get started together. Hopefully I'm going to have to adjust this as we go, but hopefully you can see everything here, and we'll just get started with our like 3 breaths. You'll hear me say this a lot, just our regular 3 breaths, breathing in just to help center ourselves here, taking 3 breaths together and breathing out. Just beginning to slow your breath down. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Starting to bring your attention to here, to now, to this space for this next hour or so. And last one, breathing in and breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your mind. Good. And we'll just start here with a few warm-up exercises with our breath. So I'm going to do mirror image here. We're on Zoom. So just looking over to your right, breathing in, looking over as far as you can, and forward breathing out. And to the left, breathing in, and getting this next stretch, and forward breathing out. Again, to the right, breathing in and forward breathing out. And to your left, breathing in and forward breathing out. And looking up, breathing in, stretching the front of your neck, just dropping your head back and forward breathing out. And down, breathing in, stretching the back of your neck, trying to touch your chin to your shoulder and forward breathing out. Again, up, breathing in, stretching the front, and forward breathing out. And down, breathing in, stretching the back, and forward breathing out. And then we'll tilt your head over to your right, and forward breathing out. And to your left, so stretching that side here should feel really good, and forward breathing out. And again, to your right, trying to touch your ear to your shoulder, but pulling your shoulders down and forward breathing out. And to the left, breathing in and forward breathing out. Good. Now we'll move on to the shoulders. So rolling them back up to your ears and forwards and down, really getting this range of motion, exploring this range of motion as you move back, up and forwards and down, really trying to start to loosen up these muscles around the shoulder and the neck area, exaggerating a little bit, rolling them forward. Good. And then we'll change direction. So forward, up and down, back, forwards, up and down. And if you sit at a computer for most of the day, this should feel pretty good. Get some motion and mobility in around the shoulder and the neck area. One more. And then we'll focus on the elbows here. So just kind of moving that elbow, kind of like this dance move here, and then moving all the way around. going around and trying to relax your shoulder. So if you feel like your shoulder is coming up, or if it's too hard on your shoulder, you can do this down below, like lower here. But you could also do it higher. So just make sure your shoulder is relaxed. Just lubricating the elbow here, and then change direction, like you're saying, come here, calling somebody over, and allowing your body to kind of sway with this movement. And we'll do the other side, your left side. Go away, go away. Yeah, and we'll change directions. It's like you're calling somebody to come here, come here. Good. All right, and then we'll do the hips. So like you're hula hooping, you can start small, like these small circles here, and then starting to get a little bit bigger, maybe exploring this range of motion, maybe kind of getting a stretch here in your hip flexors. Again, if you're sitting a lot, you might feel a stretch there. You might feel some popping here as you loosen up your hips, going around. Really trying to focus on the hips as opposed to the waist like this. Okay, so trying to really move these hip bones around in the circle like you're hula hooping. And then we'll change direction the other way. Good, and then we'll bring our feet together and rotate one way with the knees, one direction. And the other direction. And then feet apart, knees outwards, rotating them out and inwards. And then our last warm-up piece is just the ankles and wrists. So together if you can, let's see my ankles, together if you can, if not just one at a time. And the other side and other direction. All right, cool. So that's our warm-up, and hopefully you feel a little bit warmer before we begin these movements. Does anybody have any questions so far? Just gonna switch to gallery view. All right, and if you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself. All good. So I'm going to go through a series of movements here, and we'll kind of do each one repetitively. So you get it, kind of get the feel of it, kind of get that connection with your breath and your body moving together, that expansion and contraction. And then we'll kind of put it together in a sequence. Okay, so here we go. Here's the first movement. So the feet are underneath the knees, underneath the hips here. And we'll just take one centering breath here, just to slow your breath down again. Just one regular breath here as you inhale and exhale. And then this movement here, you're gonna breathe in, interlacing your fingers here and pushing up and out like a stretch in the morning. I gotta show you a little bit more here. And then releasing, breathing out, floating your hands down. So the main thing here as you inhale is to notice what happens to your shoulders. So you want to try to keep your shoulders down and not lift up with the shoulders. So pushing down with the feet and pushing up and out, creating space here as you lengthen and release, breathing out, floating down. So again, breathing in, starting to settle into this movement. Slow and smooth with your breath. Expanding as you inhale and contracting, floating down as you exhale. Again, breathing in. Pushing up and out. And release, breathing out, floating down. You might experiment with closing your eyes on this, just to bring your attention a little bit more inwards. Noticing the connection to the earth through your feet as you push down through your feet and up and out through your palms to the sky, the heavens, as you flip your palms outwards and upwards and release, breathing out. So a little bit of a stretch, noticing how this feels in your shoulders, loosening up a little bit here, lengthening here, creating space in your body and in your mind and your life here as we lengthen and relax. Breathing in here from the belly, pushing up and out, and release, breathing out. Breathing in, pushing up and out. Release. All right, we'll do one more here, breathing in, pushing up and out, and release, breathing out, floating down. And we'll just take our 3 breaths again here, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just noticing the quality of your breath here. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Noticing how your body feels. And last one, breathing in and breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your mind. Good, shake that out. So that was the first movement. Does anybody have any questions about that one? Or need any clarifications? This David Lipman, and if you do, just feel free to unmute yourself. Don't be shy. Hey, David. Okay, so if nobody has any questions on that one, we're going to go into the second movement here. And the second movement is a little bit more grounded. So you have some options here. I'm going to show you some modifications. I'm probably going to do a little bit of an easier modification. So here, we're going to breathe in and stepping out to your right. I'm going to do mirror image, stepping out to your right and sinking down into a squat stance, or what's called a horse stance, like you're riding a horse. But notice that your weight is centered here. Okay, and this is like a bow and arrow, like you're pulling a bow and an arrow here. And you're going to come back in, breathing in, stepping out to your other side, and then going straight down here. Trying to go straight down into the center and looking over that way. Okay, so breathing in, going back to center, and you can modify this by taking a narrower step and maybe not going down as deep, but still staying tall through the top of your head. Again, breathing in, you can take a smaller step out and not going down as deep. Okay, breathing in. So you want to be careful that you're not trying to go low and then leaning forward and sticking your butt out like this. Okay, you don't want to like try to go low but stick your butt out. So no matter how high or low you go, you want to try to keep your body upright here. So it really doesn't matter how low you go as long as your body is upright and your hips are low. So breathing in and connecting to the earth through your feet. Breathing out, opening up. Okay, breathing in. What we tend to do on this one is when you're stepping out to your right, we tend to want to lean to the right like that. So you're trying to just go straight down, noticing what's happening there. Breathing in, keeping your feet pointing forward if you can, and breathing out. Again, you can modify this by just taking smaller steps to the side. Take small steps and just go bend your knees a little bit. And so breathing in. So just see where you're at and breathing out. Staying nice and tall, opening up the chest, moving smoothly with your breath as you exhale here. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in, feeling connected to the earth through your feet, stepping out, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. We'll do one more on each side here, breathing in and breathing out. Last one, breathing in and breathing out. So we'll come back to center here. We'll just take 3 breaths together again, breathing in and breathing out. Again, noticing the quality of your breath here. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Noticing how your body feels. Maybe your legs, your quads, just noticing how that feels. And last one, breathing in and breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your mind. All right, good. You can shake that out. Any questions on that one? So that one was the second movement. And again, you can feel free to show your face and unmute if you have any questions or comments or need clarification with anything. So definitely let me know if you weren't able to see something clearly or wanted to see something a little bit more clearly. Hey, David. All right, cool. Let's do, if there are no questions with that one, we'll go on to the third movement. So here we're back into the center here. So feet underneath your knees, underneath your hips. And this one, we're also kind of pushing up and pushing down here. So as you inhale, you're one palm up, one palm down. Doesn't matter which hand starts first. And then breathing out, contracting. So keeping those knees soft as you inhale, pushing and pulling here. And release, breathing out. So again, maybe closing your eyes to feel a little bit more of that connection between your breath and your body as you inhale, expand, and exhale, contract. Breathing in, pushing and pulling, so connecting to the earth through your feet, out through your palms, out through your palms to connect to the heavens, and release, breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Beginning to settle into this movement, settle into your breath, connecting your breath with your movement as you inhale, expand, connecting heaven and earth, and exhale, contracting. Breathing in, pushing and pulling, and release, breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. We'll do one more on each side here, breathing in, breathing out. Last one here, breathing in, and breathing out. We'll take 3 breaths again here, so just notice the quality of your breath now as you inhale and exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Noticing how your body feels. Maybe a little bit looser, lighter. And last one here, breathing in and breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your mind. Good, shake that one out, shake that one out. Any questions on that one? Does anybody notice or feel anything in their palms? Sometimes you can start to get a little bit of tingling or heat or density feeling in their palms.
I definitely did, and it like kind of felt stretched in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. Like you're expanding with your breath. Excellent. Thanks. All right. Any questions on that one? Okay. So the next one, number 4, we're on already. There are 8 of them, remember. So this is number 4. So here again, the feet are underneath, the knees underneath the hips, and we're holding this big balloon, right? Like this big ball or barrel in front of you here, and just filling it with breath. So you're just going to inhale, fill this big balloon with breath, opening up and looking over to your right. So you're going to kind of flip your palms outwards, flaying them outwards, opening up the chest, looking over to your right, and release, breathing out, contracting. Breathing in, opening up, expanding over to your left, you might get a little stretch here, a little stretch in the forearm, a little stretch in the neck perhaps. But think more about opening up the chest rather than squeezing the backside, right? So just filling this with breath. So opening up, expanding, and release, breathing out. Breathing in, connecting to the earth through your feet, staying tall through the top of your head as you inhale, opening up that chest to be open and available to possibility, to creativity, to positivity, right? And then kind of gathering it together, opening up to what is possible, what might come, and release, breathing out, contracting. Staying tall through the top of your head as you inhale, opening up that chest, and release, breathing out, contracting. Relaxing those arms and elbows. Sometimes on this one, you might feel that warm, fuzzy, tingling sensation in your palms as well, or a little, even a density maybe. Breathing in, opening up, looking over to your left. And release, breathing out. And remembering to keep your knees soft. So allowing that energy to expand and move through your entire body, not just the upper body. It's moving through your legs from the earth as you connect through to the feet. Breathing in. Breathing. We'll do one more on each side here. Breathing in. And then breathing out. One more to your left, breathing in. Opening up, expanding, moving slow and smooth with your breath, and contract. And we'll take 3 breaths here, breathing in. So again, noticing the quality of your breath here, breathing out. Breathing in. Noticing how your body feels. Maybe some tingling, maybe some stretching, some lengthening. Notice. And last one, breathing in. And breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your mind. Good, and shake that one out, shake that one. You might feel some more stuff here in your palms. Any questions or thoughts on that one? Any feedback? Any observations? How do you guys feel so far in your body? Don't be shy. You can type in the chat too if you are shy. It's always an option.
Yeah, for me, I feel way more loosey-goosey. I didn't realize how much crackling and snap, crackle, pops that I had going on. And so now it just feels all released, and I feel way more relaxed, all this deep breathing and movement.
Good. Thanks, Elizabeth. Thanks for sharing. Laura, did you have something?
I noticed that when I went to the left, that I didn't move as evenly. When I was looking to the right, felt like it went okay, but going to the left, my right hand tended to lag.
Yeah, interesting.
I also noticed a lot of tightness.
Yeah, good body awareness. And a lot of these movements, and because we're doing it so slowly, is to get to know your body more, right? To get it to know it better. And our imbalances, we're all gonna, our sides are gonna be different. Most people's sides are different. And so just noticing that and honoring that, and then choosing, okay, what can I do, right, to make it better? But good, thanks for that, Laura. Thanks for that observation. David, did you have something? Unmute yourself.
No comment right now. But good to be here.
Okay, yeah, good to have you. All right, good. So we'll go on to the 5th movement. So the 5th one then is also in the kind of a wider stance, a wider horse stance or a squat stance, if you can here. So I'll show you some modifications here. And your hands are just on your hips here, and you're going to push over to your right. So leaning over to your right, and then looking at your right foot, and then kind of keeping a flat back here. So you want to try to keep your hips low and not put your butt in the air, but keep your hips low, and then pushing over to your right, and then coming up to the center with this neck roll. Okay. And the neck roll, you can see how you go. It might be optional, just notice. And then we're going to go to your left here. Okay. And then shimmy over. Okay. Looking at your right foot now on this side, and then up, breathing out with the neck roll. Okay. You can always modify this by coming in a little bit smaller, a narrower step, but still keeping those knees bent and soft. And then you're still gonna shift the weight over, right? And kind of hinge over. This one is a lot of mobility of the hips, still hinging. So notice, like when I'm hinging over, I'm not rounding my back, and I'm not sticking my butt in there, right? So you still want to kind of keep a flat back, noticing this line between the top of your head down to your tailbone, and lengthening that line, even though we're coming across here. And then up, breathing out with the neck roll. Good. And on this one, like Elizabeth was saying, you might experience some snap, crackle, popping in your hips here. So just notice how that feels, feeling grounded, staying grounded to the earth through your feet, up, breathing out with this neck roll. So breathing in, pushing over, shimmy over to your left, and up, breathing out with the neck roll. So I'm doing a little bit of a modified version with the smaller stance, but you can choose how you want to do it, what's available to you. If you want to do a wider stance, that's great. You'll feel a little bit more in the legs there if you do. But even on this one, you'll still get a lot of the hips here. You hinge and come around and up. And of course, this neck roll here. Notice how this goes. Again, go slow so you don't make yourself dizzy. Breathing in, coming across, and then breathing out with this neck roll. Breathing in, shimmy over, and up, breathing out with the neck roll. And breathing in to your left, shimmy across, again, keeping those hips low, noticing that length in your torso, and up, breathing out with the neck roll. We'll do one more on each side here, breathing in, shimmy over, and up. One more here, breathing in, cross, and up, breathing out with the neck. And we'll come back to center, and we'll just take 3 breaths. So breathing in and breathing out. And again, noticing the quality of your breath here. It's a little bit more of an intense movement. So just notice how your breath feels. Again, breathing in and breathing out, noticing how your body feels, the hips, the legs, the feet, the neck maybe. And last one, breathing in and breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your mind. All right, good. And shake that one out, shake that one out. Any questions on that one or comments? That one's probably the trickiest one that I get most of the time. People say that one's tricky. Okay, so let's go on to the next one then, which is a little bit different, but we're back into the center here. So feet underneath the knees, underneath the hips here. And on this one, it's a longer breath. You'll notice it's a longer breath, inhale and exhale, but take extra breaths if you need to. So we're just breathing in, gathering this energy, and breathing out, using your hands as a guide to massage. So massaging here, your lower back, your glutes, your hamstrings, your calves, all the way down to the ground here, and then coming back up. Okay, so here you can bend your knees as much as you need to. Here as you come down, bending your knees as much as you need to, taking extra breaths, as many as you need. Connecting to the earth here, and then pushing down through your feet, engaging your hamstrings and your glutes, feeling that strength help rise you up, lift you up, and breathing out. So this one, we're balancing between creating space, right? Flexibility here, flexibility in your body, but also flexibility in your life and in your mind. So creating space for opportunity and balancing with strength here and integrity and your own wisdom, right? So here, getting this length, creating space in your body, noticing that you might get a little bit closer to the earth each time here, or be able to straighten your knees a little bit more, always keeping them a little soft, never locking them out completely, but noticing that, and then rising, breathing out. Again, taking extra breaths if you need to, even hanging out at the bottom for a little longer if you want to. And then coming up, really engaging, feeling your backside help support this rise, breathing out. So again, balancing between flexibility and open-mindedness and strength and integrity here. Relaxing those shoulders and breathing out. And breathing in. We'll do one more breath cycle here. So notice how this feels in your body as you go down. Each breath cycle down, getting a little bit looser. And then coming up, breathing in. Breathing out just straight out. And we'll take our regular 3 breaths again here. So breathing in and breathing out. Noticing the quality of your breath here. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Noticing how your body feels, maybe a little bit looser, longer, or stronger. And last one, breathing in and breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your mind. Good. Shake that one out. Any thoughts or questions on that one? I like that one. Most people tend to like that one. Good. Or reflections.
So the knees are pretty straight when you're doing that one, right?
They are pretty straight, but not completely locked. So just a little bit of softness, I'll say.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for that clarification. Yep. Good. Okay. The next one, we're also in a horse stance or a squat stance if you can. So, maybe looking like this, but you can choose your squat zone. You can come up a little bit higher, a little narrower, like this if you want to. So just choosing where you want to be and where you can sustain by staying nice and tall. So again, you don't want to be low, but leaning over like this, right? So if you're low, you still want to kind of be upright and tucking the hips under. I'm going to do a modification a little bit narrower, so you get to choose. And here, I'm going to actually do this closer up so you can see what I'm doing with my fists here. So here, you're going to have your fists at your hips here, your waist, and we're just going to breathe in and breathe out, punching out. So a little twist and a little twist inwards. Okay, notice this twist in. Let me just go. Notice this twist inwards is just a little twist of the arm like this, like kind of like you're driving, but not with the shoulder. Okay, so if you notice your shoulder and your body going over, it's too much. So just a little twist and then open and tucking the thumb, little ring, middle, and index finger and coming in. And the other side, breathing out, little twist, open and tucking the thumb, one finger at a time, pinky, ring, middle, and index finger, breathing in and breathing out. Relaxing those shoulders, really getting a stretch of the fingers here, but also creating that mind-body connection and noticing how you're closing your fingers. So sometimes we think we're doing our pinky first, but we're actually doing our index finger first. So just notice that mind-body connection, trying to close one finger at a time. So you exhale, open, and closing one finger at a time. So here we're working on the dexterity of the hand, of the fingers, a little bit of mobility of the shoulders, staying nice and tall, breathing in and breathing out. Open, tucking one finger at a time. You can take extra breaths here if you need to. Generally, we're breathing in when the fist is coming back in and breathing out when you're punching out. Open, and just getting a little stretch here of the palm and the fingers, breathing in and breathing out. Yeah, it can be tricky to get your fingers and your body to do what your mind wants it to do. And sometimes we think our body's doing what our mind wants it to do, but it's not. So really trying to notice and observe, is my body, are my fingers doing what my mind actually wants it to do? And you can play around with this. So we are closing the palms, from the little finger first. But you can try, but just being aware of closing with the index finger first here. Index ring, middle ring, and then little finger. So you can kind of play around with that. And it's really about training the mind and body connection here. Okay, we'll do one more on each side, play around, breathing out, open, tucking one finger at a time, breathing in and breathing out. Time here. Good, and breathing in. And we'll do our regular 3 breaths again here. So breathing in, coming back to center, you can narrow your stance if you need to, and breathing out, noticing the quality of your breath here. Breathing in and breathing out. Noticing how your body feels, maybe your shoulders, your hands. And last one, breathing in and breathing out, centering your energy, centering your mind. Good, and shake that one out, the legs. Any questions on that one? You guys got this, one way or the other, again, just noticing how you're closing your fingers there. Okay. All right, good. So the last movement, we're already on the last movement. Here is a balance one. So I'm going to try to show you my feet here. So the feet are underneath, the knees underneath the hips, and we're just going to go up on the balls of your feet and slowly coming down, breathing out. You can hold on to something if you need to here. We're just balancing on the balls of the feet here and slowly coming down, breathing out. So the trick here is to feel connected to the earth, feeling that engagement, pushing down to the earth and using a string, so like an imaginary string, lifting you up here on the top of your head. Okay, so this will hopefully help you go straight up and not forward. So pushing down through the balls of your feet and lifting up, relaxing those shoulders and slowly coming down, breathing out. So relaxing those shoulders down, like sometimes when we come up, we're kind of tense up in here in the neck and the upper chest. So just notice what's happening there and focus on staying grounded here through the feet, the balls of your feet, stacking those ankles. Notice the engagement of the small muscles in the arch of the feet. If you have bunions, you'll feel a little stretch there here in the big toe joint, and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And if you lose balance, that's okay. We're all just learning here, just finding your alignment. Breathing in, slowly coming down, breathing out. I'm trying to do a soft landing when you come down, right? Really control that exhale. Do inhale here and exhaling, slowly coming down. And if you notice that you're rocking back when you come down, it's probably because you're leaning forward when you come up. So trying to adjust that maybe a little bit, finding this alignment. Sometimes tucking the chin in can help a little bit, not too much so you don't lean back. Focusing on a point that's not moving in front of you. Slowly coming down, breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing it out. And again, you can hold on to something if you need to. We'll do one more here, inhaling and breathing out, slowly coming down. Good, and we'll take our 3 breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. Noticing the quality of your breath here. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Noticing how your body feels. And last one, breathing in and breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your mind. Excellent, shake that out. Cool, so we went through 8 movements. Does anybody have any questions on any of the 8 or have favorites?
The second to last one was really nice, but I really liked the I think it was the second and third one too.
So the second one was the bow and arrow.
Yes.
You like that one? And
Yeah,
the
that
third
one's
one
great.
the third one was the push, like one up, one down.
Yes, yeah, it's like that like synergistic balance
Yeah.
of like push and pull, and then the arrow one, it like stretched my collarbones.
Yeah, cool.
Because I
Awesome.
get really tense shoulders.
Yeah, cool. Anybody else have any comments or favorites or observations? Before we're gonna put them all together in a string, right? So what will happen is we'll do each movement 6 times. So if they go, if there's one on each side, it'll be alternating for a total of 6 times. And then we'll go on to the second movement 6 times, third movement 6 times until we get all of them. Okay. So we're going to put it all together. Don't worry too much about the transitions. I'll talk you through it. You'll get it. It'll be fine. All right. So here we go. We're going to do, this is called the 8 brocade all together. So feet underneath the knees, underneath the hips. And we're just going to take one centering breath here, just one regular breath to start, breathing in and breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your mind, keeping those knees soft. Remember this first movement, breathing in, interlacing the fingers, relaxing the shoulders and pushing up and out. So notice how this feels the second time around, right? Maybe a little looser. And release, breathing out, floating down. Breathing in, pushing down through your feet, out through your palms, and breathing out. Keeping those knees soft again, closing your eyes if that's available to you. It'll help bring your attention a little bit more inwards, noticing that connection to the earth and to the heavens here. And release, breathing out. Breathing in. It out. And breathing out. I will say a disclaimer, sometimes I lose count, so just bear with me if I do. Breathing in. I believe we have 2 more. Pushing up and out. And release. We'll do one more here. Breathing in. Pushing up and out. And release, breathing out. This next one is the bow and arrow. So we're going to inhale, take a step out to your right, and breathing out, squatting down, opening up the chest, breathing in. Again, you can modify your stance, stepping out and breathing out, not going down as low, or maybe making a narrower stance, breathing in, stepping out and breathing out, opening up the chest, staying tall, breathing in, stepping out to your left, and breathing out. Remember, keeping that weight centered as you go down, breathing in. One more on each side, breathing out. Last one here, breathing in and breathing out. Coming back to center here, feet underneath the knees, underneath the hips, one palm up, one palm down. Push and pull and release, breathing out. Again, keeping those knees soft. Breathing in, pushing and pulling. And release, breathing out. Slow and smooth with your breath. Inhaling, expanding. Exhaling, contract. Breathing in. And breathing out. We'll do one more on each side here. Breathing in. And breathing out. Last one, breathing in. And breathing out. Transitioning to the next movement, so holding that big balloon in front of you, filling it with breath, opening up to your right, looking over to your right, and release, breathing out, contracting. Again, noticing those imbalances, noticing that stretch as you fill that balloon with breath, looking over to your left, and release, breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Again, notice how this feels the second time around. Breathing in. Keeping those knees soft. And breathing out. One more on each side here. Breathing in. And breathing out. Last one, breathing in. And breathing. We'll take one transition breath here. So inhaling, and this time as you exhale, taking a step out wide, finding that horse stance or that squat stance that you want to be at, pushing over to your right, shimmy over to your left, and up, breathing out with the neck. Over to your left, shimmy over to your right, keeping your feet connected to the earth, up, breathing out with the neck roll. Breathing in. Shimmy over, flat back here, and up, breathing out with the neck roll. Breathing in. Shimmy over. And breathing out. Breathing in. One more on each side. Shimmy over. Up, breathing out. Feeling connected to the earth, strong in your legs. One more. Breathing in. Shimmy over. And up, breathing out. Coming back to center here, we'll take one transition breath again, inhaling and exhaling, just one regular breath. And on this next one is this long breath, so breathing in and breathing out. And again, massaging here, so you can add pressure here on the backside if you need to, all the way down and coming up, breathing in. Again, noticing how this feels the second time around, breathing out. Noticing perhaps your breath is a little bit longer or smoother. Maybe you're a little bit closer to the earth, breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Relaxing those shoulders. Feeling this length and this balance between length and strength, right? Flexibility and strength. And breathing out. I'll do one more breath cycle here and breathing out. All the way down. breathing in. And this time, as you exhale, again, finding your squat stance, your wider stance here, going down as low as you want to, breathing in and breathing out, punching out, open, and tucking one finger at a time, breathing in and breathing out. Again, staying nice and tall, noticing if you're starting to lean forward and stick your butt out, and maybe tucking your pelvis under, feeling that connection to the earth through your feet, breathing out. Taking extra breaths here if you need to, and then breathing in, breathing out. Open, one finger at a time. One more on each side here, breathing out. Breathing in. Last one here, exhale, little twist, open, one thing at a time, and breathing in. Then coming back to center, so feet underneath the knees, underneath the hips. Last movement, up on the balls of your feet as you inhale, and slowly coming down, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Again, noticing how this feels. Breathing in, breathing out. Slow both ways. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. Down through the balls of your feet, slowly coming down. Last one, best one, maybe go a little bit higher than you think. Breathing in and breathing out. We'll take our 3 breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. Noticing the quality of your breath. Breathing in. Noticing how your body feels. Breathing out. And last one, breathing in and breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your mind. Good, shake that out. We did it. We did the 8 brocade. You did it. Any questions or thoughts or reflections on any of those movements? Or the whole thing? Or how to put it in practice? All right. Yeah, go ahead, Laura.
Just wanted to say thank you very much. I feel more relaxed and definitely was breathing better by the end. So thank you.
Yeah, good. Thanks. David?
Yeah, I want to say thank you. I know it's been a long absence for me, but I wanted to know if you're still doing the classes in Federal Way.
I am still doing classes. Yeah. So I teach in Federal. Thanks for bringing that up. So I do teach in Federal Way at the community center on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And on Friday's class, Friday morning at 8:30, we actually do this. We do the 8 brocade. And then we do some other movements as well, some more balanced movements, a little bit more reeling and kind of joint stuff, and a standing meditation. So yeah, so that class is still going on. I do a hybrid class, so it can be in person at the community center or online through Zoom. And you can, I'll put my, I can put my email in the chat. So if you're interested, you can, I think most of you have my email, but if not, let me just write it here. So it's Hansie, and I have a website as well, and it's integrativehealthandwellness.net. So integrative health and wellness. It's long, so you gotta just spell it right, but that's what it is. Cool. Yeah. So I still teach that. And on Wednesdays and Saturdays, it's Tai Chi. It's more Tai Chi. So we do a little bit more complex movement that build on each other each week. A little combination.
And I know you still have your medical practice as well, don't you?
I do. So I work part-time at the Community Health Center Health Point. And I also have a health coaching, thanks. Yeah, Health Point. And then I have a health coaching practice, which is a separate business where I help people reach their health goals through mostly lifestyle and nutrition management. Yeah. Cool, thanks. Does anybody else have any other questions or comments before we wrap up?
I'm checking Facebook Live. It doesn't
Yeah.
look like it, but
Okay.
I did put your website in there.
Okay, excellent. Thanks.
Yes, not a problem.
Yeah, and I think most of you are on my, hi Chris. I think most of you are on my mailing list, but if you're interested in any of my future workshops or any of this information, then you can direct message me if you don't want to send anybody, or just give me your email in the chat. You can just kind of direct message me if you don't want to let everybody know. I think most of you are on my mailing list already. I don't spam. I don't really have that much. That's really only when I have events going on.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, David. Chris, did
This
you
was
have something
great.
to say? Oh,
Yeah, this was great. Thank you so much.
thanks. Nice meeting you. I hope you come back. Thanks, Ginny. Good seeing you too, and Lee and Laura and Suzanne, everybody.
Yay! And
Happy
we had
fall. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And yeah,
happy
hopefully I'll see you.
fall.
Yeah, happy fall. Thanks for
We
coming.
just started our fall morning or fall afternoon in a very perfect way.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
And
All right.
thank you everyone that was watching on Facebook Live.
Cool. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, Elizabeth.